Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, family. Happy Tuesday, happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. Back again with another episode of SRDaily. This is episode 475, Tuesday, October 14th, Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, man. J Rock, QB, what's going on, brother? Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Episode 475 of SR Daily, moving right along in week 96. 96 weeks on air. Healthy school food. What's going on? What's going on, family? Uncle Champ 1711, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Whoo, man, what a night, what a day. Life is literally a series of ups and downs. In your successes, you can still feel sad. In your sadness and your grief, you can still feel grateful. You can still feel joy and happiness. Life is a mixture. It's like painting, right? It's really a canvas, right? Because you literally paint, you mix all the different colors, all of the different emotions to create your present reality, and you get to choose what is dominant. So, as I've mentioned time and time again, my dominant is gratitude, my dominant is joy, my dominant is creativity. However, close second is grief. I experienced a lot of grief, right? Since birth, I've experienced nothing but grief. Not nothing but grief, but a lot of grief. Um, Currently, I'm experiencing grief. Last night, while headed to Brooklyn, to Kimona's house, on the train, I cried the whole train ride. I cried the whole freaking train ride, man. Had my shades on, just crying, right? Like so many thoughts, so many memories, remembering my friends who are no longer here. Last Friday when I first went to see the exhibit, the New York exhibit, was the day that D Block, Darnell Orr, my brother, my dear friend, dear brother, transitioned due to a motorcycle incident, a bike incident, hit by a car, no helmet on, cracked the skull, could not make it. His birthday is coming up in 2 days. And that was my guy, man. Missing him, missing Pick, missing Dip, missing so many, man. Todd and just so many. Is too many to name. My siblings, 3 siblings, my dad, my grandfather, my uncle. Same time, wishing my children were here to experience the exhibit, wishing I could bring them up to New York, even for just a day, to experience the exhibit. But that's, not able to do that at the moment. And so, and I would love to. I know they would love to. They would love to see me in that light. They would love to walk through Grand Central Halls, especially my son who loves the subway system. He knows all of the trains. He knows damn near all of their routes. And they would absolutely love that, to see me there, to see me in the book. But yeah, so wave of sadness last night. And what I realized, or what I remember is that, or what I realized is that a lot of times people think when you're sad, you're no longer grateful. Or when you're sad, you're not happy. When you're sad, you're not. And that's bullshit. You can be sad and extremely fucking grateful, right? Like two emotions can exist at the same time. You can feel multiple things at the same time. You can be extremely sad, extremely hurt, yet extremely grateful and filled with joy and thankful and excited. And that's me, right? Like to give space to all of the emotions, to allow myself to feel fully every single emotion as they come, right? Not trying to put it off, not like now is not the time. No, I'm fucking sad, man. And I'm fucking hurt. And I'm grateful. And I'm excited. And I'm thankful. And I'm ready for more. And I'm still sad, right? And I'm a little angry, right? All of this shit can exist together. We are whole humans. We are not half people. We are not quarters of a people. We are not people that only have to experience one emotion or one feeling, right? We can have multiple feelings, multiple thoughts, multiple emotions at the same time regarding the same exact thing, and they can be polar opposites, right? And that's something that I've learned. I didn't always have that perspective. Yo, putting out work, what's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Farmers Finance, Eating Vegan with Nick. Eddie Kruger, what's going on? Mona Love, what's going on, baby girl? Again, it's something I learned. Something that I rest on, right? Learned from personal experience and learned from freaking study and research and reflection on the concept of human emotion and all of that shit. But anyway, thanks for listening to my intro, my rant. We're going to get the show started, guys. We're going to start with our first segment of the day. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugary Marston. You are tuned in to episode 475 of SR Daily, Tuesday, October 14, 2025. We're going to start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a phrase of the day, and today's phrase is 3 words: change the world. That is the phrase of the day. Today's phrase is change the world. And as much as this saying sounds noble and like a worthwhile endeavor to embark on, I personally don't say it nor strive to do this anymore. I'm putting it plain and clear. I'm no longer striving to change the world. That is not a goal of mine. That is not an ambition of mine. It's to change the world. We're going to change the world. Because the world is an idea, a system of ideas. A system of ideas in which some people have built and are committed to upholding. I personally don't want to change the world. I am building a new world. Thus my moniker, Heal the World, right? Or my moniker, World Healer. I am healing the world, which to me is the essence of building a new world. Because I have no desire to change the hearts and minds of the people, the many people who thrive on oppression and exploitation, racism and classism and things like that. I don't want to change their hearts. I don't want to appeal to their moral code. That's not what I want to do. That is not my mission. That is not my purpose. My purpose is to not make those who hate me love me. I don't give a damn. Because I understand and understand and overstand that polar opposites exist. Polar opposites exist. Some people don't want to admit that. Some people don't want to believe that. But hot and cold, day and night, right? Like sun and darkness, right? Like fucking polar opposites. Tall and short, fat and skinny, big and small. Opposites exist. That is the nature of this energy spectrum, right? And so if I am someone who's extremely positive, extremely compassionate, extremely forgiving, extremely understanding, there are people who are naturally the opposite, and that is their nature. You think you could change nature? Pfft. You think you can control nature? Pfft. Give it a shot. And I think that's why it's been so hard to get the world, to get humanity in a certain space, because we're trying to change some people. A lot of people are trying to change the hearts of people who are hell-bent on oppressing them, hell-bent on freaking imprisoning them, enslaving them and their children and their children's 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 children. And so that's not Sugar Ray's ambition. That's not World Healer's ambition, is to make everyone good. I don't think that everyone is good or everyone is positive. I don't, that's not something I think. And the example I use that made it really make sense in my mind, right, was agriculture, studying nature. And my study of nature, realizing, right, as I went to different freaking cities and states, and as like studying literally the freaking plant life. Some plant life has, even here in New York, there are some plants that have never been altered. They're not modified in any way. They grow naturally poisonous. You touch them, they will kill you. You smell them, they will kill you. You ingest them, you will die a horrible death. So if in nature, if there are plants for your healing, if there are herbs for wellness that you can eat, that you can drink, that you can touch, that smell beautiful, that smelling them does something to your brain and you start to heal in that way. If that's true, which it is, we know that that's true, right? There are herbs, lavender, right? Like jasmine. There's certain things that you just smell and it's beautiful. You rub it on your skin and you heal. You eat it and you got all the energy in the world. The opposite exists. So if the opposite exists in plant life, which are our oldest ancestors, how do we think the opposite is not true in human life? Extremely positive people, extremely negative people. It has to exist. I have no desire as an extremely positive person to change those who are extremely negative naturally. What I do have a desire to do is to heal those who are hurting, to heal those who are acting in anger, right? Who are causing violence or who are acting violently or who are acting in ways that is detrimental to themselves and others because they are hurt, not because that's their nature, right? That's my desire. That's why I heal the world. I want to heal the people who are hurting. The people who they're not hurting, they thrive on committing crimes. They thrive on committing genocide. They thrive on the prison industrial complex, on subjugating people who they deem less than them. I have no desire to heal them. right? I take out my sword and I defend my people against those people, right? So that's the phrase of the day, change the world. I'm sure I like to think that when you heard it, when you heard me say that there was a phrase of the day, you ain't think it was gonna go that way. But that's the way we go. We keep it real here on SR Daily, right? SR Daily is where personality meets enlightenment. Said full NEPPC. Peace and love, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. We're gonna move right along, family, to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, as always, is our Need to Know News of the day. Today's Need to Know News is indeed a news flash. Your happiness is your responsibility. Your happiness is your responsibility. You should not look to a partner to make you happy. No, you should not do that. That is, you are setting yourself up for failure. Your partner should add to your happiness. Yes, absolutely. But they should never be the source of your happiness. Remember, anytime you make any outside entity the source of your happiness, you are giving that entity power over your life. And when that entity is no longer there, when it's no longer the way that you had it, the way that you thought it should be, now you're not happy no more. Happiness is an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. Instead, cultivate joy in your life. Cultivate joy in your life and understand that happiness is fleeting. All right? You're happy when you got money. You're sad when you don't got money. You're happy when someone, people call you, tell you they love you. You're sad when your phone doesn't ring for 3 or 4 days. All right? You're happy when you got awards. You're sad when they overlooked you. Nah, man, you're giving too much power to the outside source. Happiness is fleeting. And it's okay because, there will be sad times. And there will be times of anger. There will be times of disappointment. There will be times when you don't feel like, you know what? Maybe these people don't love me. Maybe these people forgot me. You will be forgotten. That's going to happen. But joy, joy is something that is eternal, right? That you can experience even when there's not much reason to be happy. When there's not much reason to be happy, you can still experience joy. Example, 18 months without communication with my children. I was extremely sad. I was in the most pain I'd ever been in my life. Emotional pain, mental anguish that manifested physically. My stomach would hurt some days. I cried, woke up with so many tears in my eyes, so many days. But I still experienced joy. I still was able to laugh. I still was able to love. I still was able to go out and do things because I still had joy in my heart. Because as they say, joy wasn't placed there by humanity. Humanity can't take joy away. Joy is something that comes from the outer realm. Joy is something, and joy that's in my life, that's in my heart. It comes from my creator. It comes from my source. It comes from the universe and that which is eternal, God. That's where my joy comes from, right? That's where my joy comes from. And so in that, gratitude is a key. Gratitude is a major, major, major key to be grateful. Can you be grateful even when there's reason to be mad? Because yes, you're mad. Yes, you're sad. Yes, you're angry. Yes, you're disappointed. Yes, you're frustrated. But the fact that you can acknowledge those emotions, the fact that you can feel those things, the fact that you can talk about those things, talk about why you're angry, no matter how you express it, whether you yell, curse, scream, whisper, write it, sing it in a song, dance it out. The fact that you can do any of those things means that it's not as bad as you thought, right? Gratitude is key. Gratitude is the freaking key, man. An attitude of gratitude gives you more reasons to be grateful for. When you are grateful, think about it, right? If you're a parent and you give your child, you use this example all the time, or uncle, or whoever you are, and you give somebody $5 and they complain about $5. That's all you got? Really? Come on, man. I know you got more money. Come on, stop playing. You're like, all right. Even if you give them more money, you be like, I'm never giving them no money again. You might not give them more money. You might give them my $5 back. But if you give somebody $5 and they're like, yo, man, thank you so much. $5 helps a lot, right? It allows me to get a soda, a juice, some water, some snacks, right? Get on the subway, right? Thank you so much for this $5. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you. If you get that energy for somebody you give $5 to, ain't you gonna want to give them more? Ain't you? Ain't. Molly's like, don't talk like that. Ain't you gonna want to give them more money when you got it? If they was that grateful with $5, man, let me give them some more. Same thing with gratitude in our lives. God, right? We see God as mother and father God, right? Masculine and feminine energy is in that one source, right? One eternal source. If you are ungrateful, complaining about where you live, complaining about no car, complaining about all of the things, you think God gonna give you more reason? More things. If you're not even grateful for what you have, for the ability to have a home, for the ability to afford the subway, get on the subway, afford the bus, afford food. If you're not grateful for that, you think the divine is really going to give you more? And thus, so many of us, you have so much, but still complain. So much. You have everything. You have life, you have breath. That's all you really need to make anything happen is breath and an idea. And you got ideas, you got breath. So, like, what makes it that difficult? All right, but let's move right along, family, to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment is, as always, our tip of the day. Today's tip is to remember that life is 90% mental. Life is 90% mental. It really is not what happens to you that has the lasting impact, but how you respond. It's how you respond. 100%. Like they say it in sports, right? Like basketball, football, baseball, the game is 90% mental. 90% mental. The physical part, 10%, small part, 90% mental. And like that even goes to injury. Yeah, there are some injuries that freaking in your career, threaten your career. But like at a certain point, you can overcome if you choose to. Have faith, not fear, right? Be confident in your ability, be confident in your healing, right? So get out of your head. What you speak will manifest. If you speak doubt, then there will always be doubt. If you say you won't be healthy, you won't be healthy. If you say you won't be rich, you won't be rich. I love it when they say, I was just reading in this Wisdom of the Ages book the other day, something that Steve Harvey often says. It's not that we aim too high and miss, it's that we aim too low and hit. Our standards for a lot of people's standards are extremely low. And they wonder why they don't have the life of abundance. They wonder why they don't have the life that they dream of. Because it's not really a dream, it's a wish, it's a hope, distant hope. But they set the bar real low. They speak against themselves. They are. I said this last week. A lot of people are the weapon formed against them, causing themselves to not prosper. A lot of people. Man. So like, you say you won't be rich, you won't. You say all men are dogs, you're going to meet every one of them. You say women ain't shit, you're going to meet all the women who ain't shit. Right? Like, and it's funny because, not funny, it's sad because when my friends have spoken about the women that they've encountered, right, that have robbed them, that have like set them up, that have done like all types of foul things, I'm like, I'm so grateful I've never had any of those experiences. I've had some women, of course, cause harm, right? But never robbed, never set up, never, none of those things. Why? Because like I don't go out there saying women ain't shit. So I've had some incredible women, even though things didn't work out, even though there was harm caused. I've had some incredibly beautiful, powerful, brilliant, loving, nurturing, caring women. Just we either was in alignment when we got together and then we're in alignment, or we were never really in alignment and just try something to see what happens. Right? But like, speak only that what you want to manifest in your life. You say women ain't shit, you're gonna meet every woman who ain't shit. Women are gold diggers, you're gonna meet all the gold diggers. Men ain't shit, men are dogs, you're gonna meet all of them. Speak only that what you want to manifest in your life. Understand, understand, overstand. Your mind and your tongue can either be your best friend, right? They can be your best friends or your worst enemies. The beautiful thing about it, you get to choose every single day. Every single day, what are you going to think? What are you going to speak? What thoughts you're going to have? The thoughts that are in your mind that just come from other people when you walk into a room and other thoughts come into your mind because we operate on a vibrational level, right? Frequency, electromagnetic, right? So we're constantly sending thoughts at the airway. They're in the airways. You're picking up on thoughts, right? Like you can hear a conversation from over there. You can pick up on a thought of a person if you really, really, really tune in, or at least the energy of that thought. Maybe not the thought exactly, but you can pick up on the energy. If it's a negative thought, aura is real. People's bodies gives off temperatures. They give off heat waves, right? So your tongue can either be your best friend or your worst enemy in your mind, your thoughts. So you get to choose every single day. You don't like a thought, replace it with another thought. The thoughts in your head that you don't want to be there, meditate, breathe, rid yourself of that thought. Allow the next thought to come. Oh man, tired. But we're gonna move right along, family, to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment is our build of the day. Fool said being in the shelter system is mental. It is mental. It is mental. Let's move right along though. Fourth and final segment of the day. Build of the day. Today's build, something my boy posted on social media yesterday. Faith and fear are the same thing. Faith and fear are the same thing. He posted this on his page, and people argue with him. Right? Let's actually read some of the stuff that he posted. Right? Let's read some of the stuff that he put on his page, and let's see. Right? Let's see what is happening. Where he at? See what he's talking about. Let's pull it up. Let's pull up the post, get into it. Right? He said, where he at? He said, faith and fear is the same thing. Right? 21 comments, a lot of arguments. It's whether you're gonna da. I don't know about that. Da. Faith is believing and hope, and fear is believing. Da. So said, nah, faith is moving from incorrect. Absolutely not. I simply said something you believe will happen that hasn't happened yet. Right? He said, bingo, the conviction, the strong belief in what doesn't exist, yet that belief will manifest itself. Absolutely. Absolutely. So faith and fear are the same things. Faith, believing strongly in something that you don't see, something that hasn't happened yet. Fear, believing strongly in something that you don't see, something that hasn't happened yet. They're literally the same exact thing. Now, maybe opposite ends of the same spectrum, which is why both cannot exist simultaneously. You have to choose one, right? You can either have faith or you can have fear, but you cannot have both. That is not how this thing is going to work. You cannot have both at the same time. It's like my daughter in the park, right? Last time we was in Philadelphia, my daughter in the park wanting to go on like one of the bars and like do a flip, like fall backwards and flip over, right? She said she does it in school. But it's a little lower. The bar's a little lower. It's a little closer to the ground. So like she's not afraid of really falling. And there's a mat and things like that. But outside is a little higher. She's actually hanging, right? If she goes backwards, she'll be hanging as opposed to just being able to go back right there and flip on the floor. She'll be hanging, right? And so if she's afraid, she won't do it. And she was afraid at first. Papa, I'm scared. Papa, what if I fall? I break my neck. I break my head. I said, well, she's not gonna break your head, right? Like you're not gonna break your head, right? If you fall, you may hurt yourself, but you're not gonna break your head, right? But now if she has faith that she can do it, right? If she has faith that she can do it and won't get hurt, then she can and she will do it, right? So I assured her, right, that I'm here, and I remind her that even if she falls, she won't die. Like even if you fall, you're not gonna die. So let's breathe, look in my eyes, right? We make eye contact. Usha, I got you. Move a little closer. I'm here to catch you. If it seems like you're slipping, you're gonna fall right into my arms, baby. I got you. She said, Papa, you sure? I said, I'm sure. And then she did it. I didn't have to catch her. She didn't fall. She didn't break her head or her neck. And she's like, yeah, I did it. Right? And then she started cartwheeling. Right? Amazing. But faith and fear cannot live in the same place. You have to choose one. Choose one. What do you choose? You choose faith or you choose fear? You know, the freaking sayings and the quotes and the memes. Faith over fear. Faith over fear. Faith comes from the possibility that good things will happen, that you will be well, that everything will be taken care of. That's faith. Fear comes from the thought that, oh man, what if the bad things happen? What if I'm not taken care of? What if I fall? What if I hurt myself? What if they don't love me? What if they don't like me? What if they don't accept me? What if they talk bad about me? What if this don't fit? What if this don't work? What if da 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 da? You have a choice. Yes, what ifs are very real. Anything can happen. But why would you choose to be pessimistic? Why would you choose to focus on the negative things as opposed to the positive things? Especially when you have a deeper understanding that where your focus goes, your life goes. So if you focus on the positive things, even if at first you fail, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. And eventually, that which you have faith in will come to pass. Right? That which you have faith in will come to pass. Listen, 18 months without my children. Have faith the whole time as I'm hurt and I'm confused about what's happening. Faith, we reconnected. And we spoke. And we talked, and now I visit them monthly, right? And speak to them weekly on Zoom. We're talking later on Zoom, right? Video chat. And so far to go, right? Like I want so much, they want so much, and we just got to navigate this thing, man. We got to navigate this thing in the most humane way possible, in the healthiest way possible, in the way at least for me, when as little harm is caused as possible to all parties involved, the adults, the parents, and the children, right? So yeah, man, like that's where it's at. That's what it is. And guys, that's our show for today, man. That is our show on this Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Kimona said exactly, polar opposites, 100%. They exist for a reason. We have to acknowledge that. Again, I do not think that we can beat nature. We are manifestations of nature. We are products of nature. We are produced and created by nature, but I do not think that we have the power to beat nature. Some people think they do. Thus, weather freaking harp and all of the weather modification and all of the shit that they're doing, man, to the air, to the water, to the food, to our DNA, right? Our mitochondria. Like, shit is deep, yo. Shit is deep. People who want to alter nature. Be mindful of those people. Be mindful of those who wish to control the source, right? They want to control the source because they want to control you. So be mindful of those people. Be mindful of those instances when you know that something is a little off, right? Be mindful of those instances when you know that the vibe is off, the energy ain't right, energy ain't energy, right? Like, stand in that. Don't doubt because, like, oh, well, they're just, no. People can smile in your face and be snakes. Smile in your face and be devils. Smile in your face and stab you in the fucking back. It happens so many times. Homegirl, young girl, from Queensbridge, in Southside, hanging with her friends. Another friend called her to come meet her. She's walking up the block. Stabs her in the stomach. Found out she was pregnant. Her and baby died. Mother so distraught. About a year or so after, mother dies. He said, well, sitting outside has a heart attack or some shit like that outside. It's fucking insane. Fucking insane, but it's absolutely real. Absolutely real, man. But yo, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. This is episode 475 of SR Daily. We're here Mondays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Please do join us right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Once again, Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. I also want to give myself congratulations and thank you all. We crossed 500 subscribers on YouTube. We have 501, I believe, as of I checked last night. 501 subscribers, and I gotta keep putting out content. I gotta keep putting out. I love to create. I love to put out. I love to share what's on my mind, what's on my heart. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do go subscribe right now. Queensbridge Studios, QueensbridgeStudios, Queensbridge Studios. Please subscribe. Once we get 1,000 subscribers, we are then eligible to be paid from YouTube. We already get a little bit of money from Facebook, not a lot. I think that the next check from Facebook is gonna be a little bigger because these last few days, we got a couple of reels with a couple of thousand views. I need to monetize my Instagram page because I'm able to monetize my Instagram page. I just haven't done it yet. I don't know why I haven't done it, but I'm gonna go today. When we finish the show, I'm gonna go see. My hand hurts a little bit, so I'm gonna lay down a little bit. So we're gonna go see. I fell, tripped, running for the bus. We're gonna go see what's up with Instagram, so we could be monetized there. We got again a few reels these last few days with 2,000, almost 3,000 views. So we're gonna keep going up, right? We're gonna keep going up. We're gonna keep sharing. We're gonna keep putting out. I got a lot of content to put out, and that's just from the phone. Not even we did 3 freaking different videos, right? We had 3 different video crews on Friday, 3 different perspectives. Each they're their own entity, so it's not like it's 3 different cameras where it's gonna be the same thing. No, like the Dear New York team filmed, Illflix filmed, same time, and then later on, Ian from There Goes the Neighborhood, he came and filmed, and so like that was Friday. We got content from Saturday on the video, right? We went and did an interview Saturday with their New York video team. And then we got phone video on the video. We got footage on the phone we're gonna put out, right? Sunday, went out with my man Darnell to Grand Central. We got some footage there on the phone. That's when I put out the time lapse yesterday on Dreams Coming True. So we got a lot of content. We're gonna put out all these as reels. We're gonna do some voiceover stuff, and we're gonna push it, man. Sunday is the last day to see the Dear New York exhibit, Grand Central Station, Vanderbilt Hall, Main Hall. Go through, check it out. If you're gonna go and you can't find my billboards, let me know, and I will tell you. It's 405 platform, down the escalator towards the 7 train. And if you're going down the escalator, if you look back, the vertical one may be there, or maybe at the other escalator at the other end. But either way, we there, we here, we outside. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down that's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love.